Another spectacular week on Hilton Head Island. The weather is fantastic. Let's talk about how great the market is too. We had 41 properties come on the market this week. Last week we had 42, so things are pretty stable, but by comparison, this week last year we had 59. Year-to-date inventory, 2,639 properties have come on the market so far in 2021. And through this day last year, 2,541. And we've been at 4% for a little while. We're going to see that number get smaller and smaller and smaller until last year sees more inventory than this year. It's coming, mark my words, soon. Sales, we had 24 closed sales last week. The prior week we had 35, and this same week last year, 77. Those numbers are big difference in the number of sales. Some of that is just because there's less inventory, but a lot of it is things have just slowed down a little bit. People that were buying bought one house, and once you consume all of those buyers, there's just less people to buy properties. The good news is there's less properties for them to buy, so it's allowing prices to continue to go up. So it's not all bad news, but it's definitely slower than where we were this time last year. 2,461 closed sales so far in 2021, and through this date last year, 2,067. The under contracts. We had 60 properties go under contract this week. Last week we had 61. And this week last year we had 83. The number of under contracts so far this year is 2,569. And through this date last year, 2,470. The same 4%, notice, as we're talking about inventory. Before we go any further, I want to tell you about the most important stat, and that's 92% of you that are watching this haven't subscribed. How about we fix that? Let's talk about average selling price next. $713,499 is the average selling price for a property on Hilton Head Island so far in 2021, compared to $581,279 through this point last year. 23% increase in the average selling price. And finally, cumulative days on the market. The amount of time it takes for a property to sell once it comes on the market is down to 71. And at this point last year, it was 157 days. 55% quicker sale time than at this point last year. That's it. Do me a solid and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.